is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 60. I can't believe it's 60 at this point. That's
We've come a long way.
I didn't know. I actually should still be at 100. I keep saying this already. If I would count everything that I've actually recorded, I should be at 100 by now. But unfortunately, I'm not.
Maybe you can keep it going and then start season 2 or start a new season or something.
We're going to do something. Once we get to 100, I might record naked. I don't know.
I don't think your viewers want to see that. But okay.
I don't know what they want to see, honestly. I get messages from people from like other countries about the pod when I don't put it out on time. And I'm like, y'all have no idea what I-35 is, you know? Like, all we do is talk about Austin shit. And a lot of people recently, especially last episode, have reached out to me and like people who have moved away from Austin. Like, they're like, damn.
I'm considering myself.
It's popping. Like, it's popping in Austin. I'm like, yeah. We had a real estate guy.
There.
We had a real estate guy on one of my, he's not a close friend, but he's dope. He's in Austin real estate. Been in it for the last 6 years, so we kind of just talked about numbers and his experience with like COVID and selling homes. One really crazy thing that he did say was like during COVID, people who were selling their homes like didn't want people to come view the homes.
Yeah, because you're bringing COVID and all kinds of stuff into my house.
Yeah.
And now there's monkeypox. I'm like, I can hide COVID. I can't hide ugly.
Would you get the monkeypox vaccine if they came out? Is there one already? Is that a thing?
Biden is working on it.
Working on them loans too, I heard.
Look, go ahead and put a deposit mine tonight. I want them gone. Okay.
So it was 10,000, right? It was 10,000 if you weren't on
Pell Grants.
Pell Grants.
20 if you were. And I got them Pell Grants. So go ahead and.
So that's just 20 to 10 taken off.
That's 20 I didn't have before. So delete. Delete.
What post? I saw some post. It was like, I forgave my shit a long time ago.
Nah, for real. That deferment came in handy. That 2-year COVID deferment came in real handy.
So that just delayed interest? Or?
No. I guess you don't have to make payments on it. So, but even though it's 0, those payments still count towards payments. So say, for instance, you're supposed to make 120 payments. So the months that we didn't pay still count. So you
towards the overall.
Yeah. So
shout out to Biden for I guess doing something.
Shout out to Daddy Joe.
What else I saw? I saw something about, hey, can you forgive this car loan?
Nah, for real.
What if? We have so much money in this country.
We really do. Like, we can get our reparations if we really wanted to.
Like, if they really, really wanted it to like be even kill across the board for like everybody, they could do it, man.
But somebody's gonna complain at the end of the day, so
yeah.
So
people with the money.
But I wouldn't mind getting my reparations for my ancestors.
What do you think reparations should be? Would it just be money, or should it be what it's documented as, which is like 10 acres and a mule?
Now, I feel like people whose property was wrongfully taken, that should be first and foremost. Like, they just had, and also, I think it was LA, a family's property was taken away from them because they had a beachfront property, and it was just given back. So I think things like that should be done first and foremost, and then bring me my money.
How much do you think each black person should get?
Look, I'm cool with like a smooth 2,000 for starters.
Excuse me? Is that the first installment?
It can be. Shit, 2,000 for 35 years?
I'm going to make it really simple for them. I need them to just double my age. So I need $4,000 for how old I am. So $4,000 times 29. That's what I want.
Yep. So 30 times 4. I need that.
Yeah, wait until next month for that. I need 30 times 4,000.
Yeah, that sounds better, right?
Facts. I think that would be very fair, right?
But they can do it if they move money around. They can do reparations.
They don't even gotta move money around. We print our own money.
I know, but the value goes down if they do that.
Who says that though?
Of the dollar.
Because they definitely fluctuated hundreds of thousands of dollars to every single person over the last couple of years.
Well, that's saying there's this one car that's, there's only 12 in the world. If you print, triple that, the value would go down because, everybody can easily get it. So if you print extra money, the value of the dollar goes down.
I don't know if that even matters.
Economics.
But I still don't think that matters. If our money is one of the top serving monies in the world, we're still good.
Yeah.
If the dollar is still one of the top strongest actual currencies, although it has gone down, I think we're even with like whatever the English use.
Pounds?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pounds. Yeah, pounds. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's pretty even at this point. but I think you can break people off some money, man.
Yeah, break me off a little something.
Or reduce cost of living. Not just groceries, even though that's cost of living.
I mean, I would have loved to go to college for less than $200. I would love that. You can cancel my loans at that point. I can pay for my whole 4 years with one paycheck, and then still pay my rent.
Actually, college should be free.
You'd think it should be free, especially the public ones.
Yeah, ACC got me for a bill back in the day.
I do not recommend ACC. I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't if you're not in district.
Yeah, definitely. If you're not in district, go ahead and get your scores up and go to another school.
Facts.
Or just do a trade or something. I don't recommend it at all because they will double your tuition just because you live
2 seconds out of the city limits. I lived in Pflugerville, so all my shit, the bills and stuff was Pflugerville. But I went to the Round Rock campus, and they're like, Round Rock's in district, Austin is in district. Excuse me, man, how do you get to Austin from here? Don't you gotta pass Pflugerville to get there? So how do you mean I'm not in district? The fuck?
Exactly. Nope, I do not recommend it.
I don't recommend catfishes either, man.
But people do it.
I've never personally been catfished, I think, because like maybe I have.
I've done it, and I've been the catfisher.
You've been the catfisher? Like, what do you mean?
Like, I catfished my crush back on my MySpace days.
Oh, MySpace is the shit. MySpace. Yes. We did a whole episode a long time ago where we all like looked up our MySpace pages.
I don't even know what mine is. I couldn't even look it up if I wanted to.
What's it called now? It's something else. It's not called MySpace anymore. It's like, what's it called? It's something else. We looked it up too. Like,
didn't Justin Timberlake buy it?
I don't know. What's it called? Because like all that stuff is still there. Like, I was a nasty ass little boy, man. It's something else. Someone else it's named something else.
They still give MySpace. 150 employees?
Type in, did MySpace change its name?
Man, we were coders back in the day. We should put that on our resumes. We were straight up coders.
All those those messages from when you were like 14 and 12 are still there, just out there. Your boy was tough.
Look.
How do I retrieve my old MySpace pictures? What?
I do not want to retrieve those.
God, what is it? It was called something else. I can't think of it because it was like crazy. Like, people were really like going crazy about it.
I can't think.
Oh, they rebranded it. I mean, they restyled the logo, but it looks like it's still MySpace. Space Hey?
It was something. I don't know. But anyways, it was very, I guess, simple to catfish people back in the day because literally all you had to have was a video. Mm-hmm. I mean, not video, a picture.
Yep. And I be still in them hoes.
And I don't understand how the show Catfish even exists anymore. Like, I really don't get it. Like, how?
What season are they on now?
It's 8?
Ain't no way.
Maybe they did longer like seasons back in the day.
Probably like 50 episodes.
So even if it was like 10 years ago, maybe they did like.
Yeah, because it was 2012. So yeah, that was a good little run.
How do you get catfish? Like, I understand.
People are gullible.
Sometimes I understand, right? Like, sometimes they'll be like, I was just going through a lot. This person meant everything to me. I love them. I get it. That makes sense. But to go as far as to try to find them is still weird. Like, if you love them, you should be able to like. I
mean, but I feel like say for instance, if you were catfish, I feel like we can easily find who you're getting catfish by. Versus like, why do I have to call the show? That's why I never understood. Like, you couldn't Google them. I don't understand. Like, what Neve did, we could have done that at home.
Facts. It don't cost nothing but $1.99 to get a background track.
Yep, and all he did was reverse image search.
That was wild times. I've never been catfished before. Did you feel bad when you did it to someone?
I only did it once, but it only lasted for like 2 weeks. Well, I didn't feel bad.
But what was the catfish? Like, did you not look the way you were supposed to look?
I used a whole nother picture.
Oh, okay.
And I think the name that I gave the girl is actually his daughter's name now.
It was a girl?
Yeah, I was a girl catfish.
To a girl?
No, to a guy.
I was okay.
But I think the name I use is his daughter's name. Like, currently.
Did that make you feel good?
I don't know. I just not realized that.
So you catfished someone before?
The world would never know who they are.
The world didn't know who you were, apparently.
No, that's cool. I stay private. But no, so I did do that. I did it for like 2 weeks. It got old because I couldn't keep up.
Were you busy?
No, this was like the transition from between MySpace and Facebook.
Oh,
so
yeah. Facebook was the old people for sure back in the day.
Yeah, I was transitioning, so I wasn't logging on that much. And then, I was doing
that transition was wild. That was a transition, right? It
was a transition.
All your friends weren't on MySpace anymore.
I'm about to delete MySpace. Hit me up on Facebook.
Wow.
It was a transition.
I do remember it. I do.
I'm on MySpace. I'm on Facebook now. Add me.
About time we left MySpace, there was like your top 748 friends. Like it used to start off as 4, then it went to 8, then 12, then 24, 64. I'm like, I don't want to organize this anymore.
No, for real. Not let you be broke up with your boyfriend and he not your top anymore.
Oh, that was the tell, man. That was the truth.
To know if something was going on. Go on So-So's page. Look at her top 5.
Bro, people used to get in arguments over that shit.
Arguments.
Oh, so they're more important than me?
No, I used to remember 3-way calls about the top.
Your boy was set up.
3-way somebody.
I got set up a few times, man.
I was a set-upper.
No, they used to set your boy up back in the day.
They were like, look, call so-and-so. We about to find out what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because why I'm not his top 5 no more.
I used to spill all the beans.
I don't love her. I love you. We were so dumb. We were so dumb.
Yeah, that just gave me PTSD. Your boy got caught up a few times.
So dumb.
Super caught up. And then you get the letter the next day. Like, no one was confrontational. You just got a letter.
Folded up all nice and fancy to my baby. My baby girl.
Breaking up with someone with a letter in the school day, like when you see them, is wild. Then like the whole day long as hell, man. I did some breakups through letters. I think I've been broken up through a few letters as well.
I mean, you couldn't text them because, we didn't have that back then.
Boy, we used to be so slick. We used to take the little shits out of the highlighter, put a note in that shit, and just hand off highlighters.
Oh, I never did that. We didn't do that.
We were stealthy as hell. What, you never did that?
No. I'm thinking about the note. And the shit would start off like, hey, how's your day going? Like, they could respond back.
Like, hey, what's up? How are you?
Just sit here for anything about you. Well, I just don't know if it's gonna work anymore. Type shit. Like, what?
And these were like 2-week parallel relationships. Like it was never long term.
Nothing long term.
We've been talking for 2 weeks. Them 2 weeks was long as hell.
They were long, man.
Oh, cheers.
Break up, get back together, break up. That's the most time I've ever broken up and got back together with somebody. Was during that time.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit now. If we broke up, ain't no getting back. We never get back together.
There's no getting back. Like,
we broke up for a reason.
One chance. Yeah. That's it.
One and done. But back then, your girl was going back to back.
For real, you'd have someone in mind the next time and it'd be okay. Like, we did not process feelings as children.
Or how, like, their homeboys be like, oh, so-and-so got a crush on you. You should go talk to him. Huh?
Fuck.
Huh?
We're old.
Damn, we're really old.
God damn, the notes in the highlighter.
No, like the ringtones, like how you would like record your music on your voicemail, your ringtone.
Listen, every girl was the best I ever had back in the day.
That or Chris Brown.
Every single girl was the best I ever had. It would be different parts of the song. If you didn't want to buy the ringtones and shit, you just put that shit next to the radio.
Yep. Record. Nah, I didn't like that one. Let's do it again.
Shh, be quiet. Wow. Yeah, we old, man.
Nostalgic.
But I still don't understand why people getting catfish.
I don't
man.
either. Like, for it to be running for 10 solid years, and then it's in different countries now too. I think it's in the UK.
Oh yeah, you can get catfish out there. America, though, it don't make sense.
But I'm like,
whole different whole show.
But then, like that one girl that got catfished by Bow Wow, I was like, girl, ain't no way. Ain't no way you get catfish.
They did a couple of those where it was like celebrity, and they would actually have the celebrity come on, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, girl, if you can't, first of all, if you are Bow Wow and you're talking to me, send me out to your show. Like, give me some tickets or something. Fly me out, because ain't no way I'm talking to Bow Wow and I can't see him in person. This one girl was talking to Justin Bieber, and I was like, girl, ain't no way.
God, there was somebody. I think I've only seen one of those episodes. I don't know the name of the person, but it was like an R&B guy.
No, my favorite one is when he was getting catfish and the guy had on a lace front and he snatched that shit off.
Yikes.
That's my favorite one. I would never forget it. He walked behind the couch and just yanked his shit off.
Did he have no hair?
No, like, you know how like nowadays like you make yourself bald and they put that little lace front on?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, the man.
Yeah, the man lace front.
The man lace front.
I don't
He
know
said
nothing about
yank. He said this ain't your real hair and yanked it off.
that. Yikes.
Shit was flapping in the wind.
Not male lace fronts. What's a lace front?
That.
That's not real hair?
I mean, it's real to somebody.
I think we should all just start going to the pool for our first dates.
Yeah, we all going to the pool.
I think we should all just go to the pool.
Let me run my fingers through your hair.
The beard, I cannot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that.
Wait, is that Tyler Perry? He's a Tyler Perry actor.
Is he?
Yeah, because he got a mole somewhere on his face. I recognize that face from anywhere.
He told Ollie.
Yes.
But I don't think.
I miss the wave days.
I don't think women should have a big problem with them though, because women do it all the time. That's
Right.
not a secret no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't get mad and feel some type of way if men are doing it
But man, you go from a 0 to a 10 real quick.
fast.
I'm like, oh, he fine.
What would you do if
Like that.
What would you do if that happened to you? Like if you was with old dude and he was like, y'all were about to go to sleep and he's like, all right, let me
Let me
take
put my
this shit
bonnet
off.
on.
Let me take this off. It's hot.
When he get real comfortable, he show you his real hair.
Yeah.
If he was honest, if he was honest about like if he has like alopecia or something like that, or he's receding, his hairline's receding, and he just can't do the bald, I get that. But I'm
gonna be bald. I'm gonna be bald eventually. It runs on my family.
I'm an advocate for the baldies. I love me some bald men.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on as long as I can, but once it starts, going back, you gonna get what you get.
Some people can rock it. Some people got big ass heads and can't do it.
Just like they ain't got as much hair in these because of 198.
Dang, and it's ugly.
That don't even like.
That don't even look
white
right.
hair. What did it say?
Human hair afro.
Oh, with heart.
Yeah, but
Toupee.
then when you get guys, like you don't know, so they'll like take them to the barber, whoever be doing them, and then they put them on, and they'll be cutting them. And like they'll do everything.
They'll trim it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think I care enough.
Like guys, I mean, they spray paint their edges. I mean, not their edges, but their hairline. They'll get that spray painted.
I just don't think I care enough. I think it's the same thing we were talking about last episode about the dudes getting like extendo dicks and like surgery abs. Yeah, niggas is doing that.
I know.
They're getting the what is it called? BBC. Wait, what?
And they're also getting their legs extended too.
We're also talking about women getting designer vaginas for the ones that have like bad camel toes. And
Some need to get designer ones.
What
Because
does
I'm
that,
like,
what does that mean?
have you seen some vaginas?
I ain't never seen one. I was like, yikes.
I've seen some. I'm like, does that get caught on? Like, does that get caught in the door? Because I mean,
Oh, you talking salami meat?
yeah, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Snatch it back up. They're like, snatch it back
no. I watched this video and this girl was like tugging on it, and I was like, I can't watch this no more.
Yikes.
I need you to cut that off.
What do you mean cut it off? Like, isn't that?
They do surgically.
I'm confused. I just don't. I guess I don't know life.
Just go to Pornhub. You'll find it.
That's not my search engine.
You will find it. But yeah, so I mean, if you got a lace front, it is what it is.
Should a guy be upfront if his hair isn't hairy?
If he's confident, he will be.
Clearly, he's not confident if his hair is.
I mean, you
not
could be
good.
confident and have a toupee, but
What if the toupee gives you confidence? Keep pushing the cord.
if it does, but then if you get comfortable, if you're comfortable with a woman or somebody you're seeing, like, hey, babe, I want to be open and honest with you. I'm really balled up under this, but I like how I look, and it gives me extra confidence. It gives me extra boost. I feel sexy. I feel handsome. With my little toupee, I'm a rocket. Cool. But if you had like, oh, this is my hair,
Isn't that what y'all do?
let me pull it. No, bitches do that.
Oh, What's the difference?
There's a difference. I mean, I paid for it.
That's what I'm saying. They'd be like, it's mine. I paid for it.
That, but be like, oh, this is my real hair. I got Cherokee in my family.
Do y'all be seeing people that like? I want to be messy so bad, but
let's be messy.
nah.
You're not liking some messy.
I'm telling about the. I'm telling about the food.
But yes, I don't understand people getting catfished in 2022. It makes absolutely no sense to me.
You should actually go to jail for being catfished in 2022.
That might be a law.
It's like personal neglect.
Personal neglect.
For sure.
I just understand why people. Well, first, I don't understand why people are still doing it.
I mean, people are gonna people. Like that's every generation. People are gonna people.
But if it sounds too good to be true, most likely it's too good to be true.
It's like the scammers that be in your DMs. Like, hey, if you send me $10, I'll flip it for $2 billion or whatever.
Like, sir, no, no. Flip your own $10 and then send me the $2 billion.
Yeah, that's not how it works. You gotta give them. You gotta trust them first.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But I watched this documentary, and again, Netflix is gonna have to pay me eventually because too many times I talk about stuff in regards to Netflix, and people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go watch that." No, don't watch it.
Hey, how about just tag them in when you post?
Netflix don't give a fuck.
That's how people get sponsors.
Netflix don't give a fuck. But there was a cool little short documentary that came out, Untold: The Girlfriend Who Didn't Exist. So this actually follows he was a professional football player, but he played in college. He was like the star player in college, and he ends up talking to a girl online, MySpace to be exact.
I think I've heard about it now. Now it's triggering.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch this, but I think I've heard about it.
When you were doing,
I remember hearing the story circling around on Facebook.
So essentially, the girl he's talking to is actually a guy, and
transgender.
Then they were just a guy. Now there's something else, but fuck. Fuck. But so, football player talking to this person who he thinks is this girl. The person that he's talking to, picture is not them whatsoever. And to kind of get out of the lie and everything like that, the person who he was talking to pretends to be their actual brother, tells the guy they passed away. Unfortunately, them telling them that on the same day that their actual grandmother passed away, like, tore him to pieces.
That's horrible.
He dedicated like his last few games to both of them, multiple interviews. Like, the whole fucking country went crazy, like, having support for him.
But there was that one person was like, who is this chick?
And actually, it was like a random site back in the day. And I do remember these types of sites. It would be like just random facts that no one could really prove. But someone had wrote in about it, and they did their research. They found out that the person he was talking to never actually really existed. Blew his whole spot up.
I don't know how I would react if I found that out. Like, you were my life, my world, and you didn't fucking exist.
Blew his whole world up.
First of all, how are you telling somebody, oh, be my girlfriend, and you never met them? That blows my mind.
Yeah, that's weird. But like
I don't know how you look.
And it was because like the person he was talking to would also leave voice notes or voicemails.
That's cool. You can, right? They got apps
sounded
for that.
Straight like a female, like 1000%.
There's apps for that.
Not then. Maybe back then. I don't fucking know.
But we never saw face to face. We never went on a date. But yet you my girlfriend. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm giving you that title, and we not met face to face. We weren't skin to skin. Ain't no way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so, it's unfortunate.
I feel like he set himself up.
I don't think so. I think that at least back then, like, it was abnormal. We used to have to do MapQuest. Like, we didn't know where the fuck we were going.
Oh, I used to do me some MapQuest.
We used to have to literally print out a piece of paper and follow directions step by step.
Yes.
Can you imagine driving to Houston with MapQuest now?
I had to do it. I did it.
No.
I was like, this sent me all in the country. This is a lot.
Turn right, turn left, turn right, turn left, and you can only turn as quick as you can read.
Then you gotta read it first, and then leave the house, and then you gotta stop again. You gotta read it.
I've actually ended up in some pretty sketchy places with MapQuest.
Look,
does MapQuest still exist? Do people still use it? Is it just like an updated version now, to where it's like Google Maps?
It's still MapQuest, but it's efficient. I still use it. I'm like, how far is
Really?
this job for me? Before I accept it.
We're old, man. I remember when having the GPS in your car was fire.
Fire, and they were expensive as hell.
Hell yeah, them shits was like $500-$600.
Yes, big as hell, expensive as hell.
That was a flex back in the day.
And they never stuck to the window.
Oh
Big-
my god, so annoying.
Let you hit a pothole.
And then like later on, they have them shits like kind of built in.
Yep.
My dad used to go purchase them shits. I remember literally going to like Best Buy with him, and he was purchasing a goddamn GPS. He would get the new one every fucking year.
Wow.
And you would have to do uploads. You would have to take it.
updates
You would
and
have to
shit.
like update it by connecting it to your computer.
And those be expensive too. Like my car came with navigation, and to update my maps is like $300. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use this shit on my phone.
Are we in Italy?
I don't know what happened.
Turin, Milan.
We're in Spain.
That's Italy.
Okay,
Is it?
Yeah, Milan.
sorry.
I thought that was in Spain.
Nope, Milan, Italy, Genoa,
Don't shoot,
Bologna.
how long I've been out of school?
Bologna. That's only just because I'm a big soccer person. I know the actual cities.
You would know.
Chili's, Austin, Texas.
Ooh wee. Dots. Okay.
Holy dots.
Oh, so it still does give you the. Well, I mean, MapQuest does this. Not Map. Google does the same thing, like directions.
Yeah.
If you're just old school and don't want stuck in your ways, I can't imagine.
But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like he set himself up. Like, how do you not?
I mean,
yeah,
that's
left you
2009 brain.
Yeah, naive at its finest. We were all naive at one point. I get it.
We had to trust people to be where they said they were going to be. Remember when you had to like leave the message like, "Hey,
Yes.
meet me here," and you just had to hope that they
They
not
would be
only read
there.
it, but they were also going to be there too, because you couldn't check on your way there. You go,
Not at all. Not at all. So, how many episodes is this? That's on this Untold?
just two,
Ew.
just two. It's pretty short because it's really straight to the point. They actually just start off with the fire, and I appreciate documentaries that do that. They just get straight to the fucking point.
Not like, oh, when he was a child,
No,
he
it
did this.
literally opens up with the person who catfished them
Oh.
as their new look.
So, what happened to the catfisher?
Apparently, they're in talks to have a conversation one day in the future.
They never talked.
No, I don't think so. I don't think after the incident happened, I don't think they've talked. They
So, homeboy ghosted him.
the catfish literally cost this guy millions of dollars. Literally.
At this point, we fighting on site. We are fighting on site.
He's Hawaiian too. Shout out to the homeland.
Hey. Yeah, I would definitely feel some type of way if that happened. Like, I wouldn't know how to react.
The story came out in the middle of him doing his draft process
Wow.
things. So he was superstar, college player.
So camera
Stuff
was on
actually
him,
happened
like-
right in the middle of like his draft process. The story comes out. Teams like passed on him because of the story. Like he's supposed to be top 5, top 10 pick.
So, what is he doing now?
He played in the NFL for a little bit, but I don't think they really even touched on what he's doing these days. Just more of the trauma.
I'll Google. I'm going to do my research later.
It's a pretty good documentary. If you know.
Yeah, if you cost me money, I don't play by my money. We're going to have to fight on site. We will fight on site.
Yeah. Untold, the girlfriend who didn't exist. That's actually fucked up to call my documentary that too.
I mean, she didn't exist, technically.
Technically, she did.
The person who thought he was talking to didn't exist.
Well, the person whose pictures that were used
Existed.
And they
but
went on a run too. Like after this shit happened, like she went on talk shows and shit. Like
I would
talking
too. I'm a victim. Shit, I'm a victim. My pictures were used. And now I feel bad for the guy. Yep, I'm doing my whole little spiel too.
You ever been catfished? No. That's not the same. They're not even in the same realm.
Have you been catfished?
No, because I don't say no, but like when you see something but you don't see it. I don't know if that makes sense. So there was this one time talking to this girl on a dating site. We didn't meet up in person, but like she looked exactly the same as the pictures. I just thought she'd be smaller. If that makes sense.
So she sent you a picture that she took in high school.
No. I don't think I mentally like looked at the photo and gave real expectations. Like it looked not. God damn it.
I don't know. I feel like people catfish when they use a picture from 10 years ago as how they currently are.
She was a really nice person though. Like it wasn't really even a date. We went to a house party.
Oh, like kickback.
Yeah.
We were just chilling.
Shorty got super drunk, like drunk out of her mind.
That's tacky.
Yeah, it was very tacky.
How embarrassing.
Yeah, I'll never let her live that down. We're gonna get her on the pod one day too.
Girl, hope you okay.
I think she's married now, to be honest with you.
I hope you okay. That don't mean shit.
Facts. People do get married to prove a point.
People get married so they're not alone.
So we were talking about cougars. What's the male word for cougars? Not sugar daddies, because none of my cougars. Well, cougars did buy me some slippers once.
That's slipping. Were they Gucci?
No. And I really think it was from a previous nigga too. Like they were never worn or used. Like I think she bought that gift for him,
but
and
he
then,
just kind of did.
Yeah, and then she was like, "I got you something." I was like, "Bet."
That's how you do it.
Cougars love watching Martin too. It's crazy.
If it's not a sugar daddy, if he ain't giving no sugar or no money, he a diabetic daddy. But then I said the term granddaddy. But that's what your friends will call your friends will call your man granddaddy.
You're not
he
fucking
old.
someone who's called granddad.
What is your limit on how old would you date?
I don't have one.
Me neither.
If the vibe's cool,
The limit doesn't exist.
I'm cool. Now, if you look
Old,
that's
a different story. I'm not gonna be like Anna Nicole Smith. Like we're not gonna push your wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
I can't do that.
Nah. And I was like, I just had a random thought. Like, I don't know if it was earlier today or yesterday.
Manthers?
Manthers.
I ain't never heard that term in my life.
I can rock with that.
It's a panther.
Panther, but a man. Manthers.
I would think it would be like a different type of animal, so we're all keeping it in the feline.
A manther is the male version of cougar or a middle-aged woman who has the hots for a younger man.
What's middle age? Is that like 30, 40?
No, it's like 34. I'm 30.
Middle age.
It's like 50s and up.
50s is not middle age.
Urban Dictionary says man who is older than 40.
And hangs out with clubs. So if you don't hang out with clubs.
Hunting for females younger than 25 for a sexual relationship.
It's giving Midtown.
Oh, yeah, for hacks.
More commonly known as a pathetic loser. Yikes.
Shit.
But then this one says meet rhino, the male cougar. Is that a person or is that a term?
We're going to end up on fucking OnlyFans or some shit.
Manther?
I've been hunted before. I'm not going to lie. Older women have hunted me.
Look, you better get that coins. Get them
Super easy
coins.
catch, too. It wasn't even that.
Sometimes they're lonely.
Yeah.
Or they just want to have fun. They want to feel young again. They got their
Or they had kids
They got
young.
their designer
They had kids super, super young.
designer vaginal done, so they want to test it out.
Yikes.
Mommy makeovers. Let me test it out real quick. They done already passed menopause, so they you ain't worry about getting pregnant. They're doing their best life.
I like that aspect too of older women. Like they had their kids, they cool, they're good to go.
Kids grown, they out the house.
That's why I would say I would date someone with kids, but the kid got to be like in college or some shit.
That's why.
Because I don't know. I'm not a little kids guy.
But then it's like, what if y'all get married and that's your stepson, but y'all the same age?
Shit, let's go hoop, bruh. I've hooped with the kid before. I've hooped with the teenager. 6'5" teenager, tall as hell. Shooting fadeaways on my ass.
Oh, that's my mom's boyfriend. Where?
So you said your biggest gap difference, you would go with 7?
That's the one I have
said
done.
70.
That's the one I have done is 70.
70?
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The biggest gap I have done is 7.
7.
I would go up to probably like 70.
70?
I will go up to 70 age-wise. Look, some of them black men, black don't crack. And so some of the men I be finding on TikTok and Instagram with they salt and peppers, they be fine.
I have by default done a 15 gap.
That's a long, like, it was hard for me doing 7 because he was born like a whole other decade, like in the 70s. And I was like, it was hard to relate because he was like, I don't know, it was hard to relate because he was like, he kept saying like, oh, you're a child. I forgot you were born in the 90s.
Oh, they love calling you young.
Yeah, it was hard to relate in terms of like, you know, like how we just kind of went back to MySpace days. They'd be like, oh, well,
I remember
back
AOL.
in the day, we didn't have that. We had no computer. So it was hard to relate.
We didn't do too much talking, so yeah. Shout out to that particular person.
You dog.
Shout out to them. They're like 50 now. That's weird.
Are they 50 and well? Do you know?
I don't keep in communication with them. Maybe because they don't know how to work their phone.
They have a jitterbug.
You said what?
They're not 50, you said 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 45.
That's 50.
Wow.
The fuck? That's 50. Gosh. What was I thinking, man?
You had fun probably, right?
Your boy was outside.
You was in these streets. The streets was calling.
I was the streets. I wasn't in them.
He said he was the pavement, the lines, the everything.
I need to throw a house party, man. I'm craving for one.
You know, I've lied. I haven't gone to house parties. I was about to say, I've never been to a house party.
You never been to a house party?
But that was like, I was a whole ass adult. I never been to one as a teenager. I
Oh,
missed
your
out.
boy was outside.
I missed out.
The freaky shit that would happen in those shits was crazy.
Where would I be if I did go to one of those? I'd probably be a different person.
What, you think so?
I'd probably like 5 kids.
5 kids. Who do you think was going on at the house party?
I don't know. I feel like I wasn't exposed to certain things for a reason. I'm a late bloomer.
What about college parties? You went to those?
Nope.
What?
I went to one. It was at my sister's house in her college dorm.
Oh,
and
those
her
were the
roommate.
lits.
No. Her roommate. So it was her best friend, her, and her 2 roommates. So it was 4 of them living in a quad apartment.
Oh, them quads was lit.
Her 2 roommates were deaf.
Oh.
And they invited like a shit ton of deaf people.
Oh, it was
I had
lit.
never been around that many deaf people in my life.
Oh, it was lit.
So we were like, yo, where are you? She's like, you can hear me. We're like, where are you? She's like, I'm going to talk because you can hear me. It was dead ass silent.
That's
It was
like them,
awkward.
That's like them with the headphones on parties. What are they called?
It was kind of like that. Silent parties. It was
Where
like
they have
that.
just the headphones in and you can only hear the music or the DJ through the headphones and it's just like mad quiet when you take your shit off.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, some people do talk when they are deaf, so I won't disrespect them in that sense, but it was a weird experience. And then when it's time to go, they just kind of flick them lights and clap them hands. It's time
It's
to go.
time to go.
I was like, this was the most quietest
You
party.
ever been to a party and just wanted to leave? Like,
Oh, hella times.
facts.
They got roaches.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Shout
Or-
out to Midtown, man.
The people you like weren't there, or it just wasn't jumping. Because then we talk about Midtown, how people be having these flyers with these girls on the flyer, like,
Facts.
oh, we're having this wet t-shirt contest. You show up,
Oh,
ain't shit
man.
happening.
That's going to be a long night at Midtown. What's
A long night.
Literally a long night.
But yeah, ain't shit happening. First of all, the girl you put on your flyer, where they at?
Where is she at? She was
Where
here in the
they
first
at?
30 minutes. That's what it be.
Oh, she don't exist. Untold story, the girlfriend who didn't exist.
The flower girl who didn't exist.
But
There's
yeah.
mad stories about that. I remember one time I was in San Antonio at this club called the Ice Lounge. Right next to UTSA's campus. I was out there heavy. And this older woman wanted to take me home. And I always wondered what would have happened if I went.
She would have raped you.
She might not have had to.
He said I was willing.
But I was looking after someone in the club, so I couldn't just dip
couldn't
off.
just dip.
Yeah, I couldn't dip off.
What a good friend.
Shout out to my sis press. Yeah, I had to make sure she got home safe. And then she ended up fucking somebody from the club. Shit.
Oh, so she said, I'm straight. I gotta ride home. They ain't worry about me.
Yeah, shit was wild. Good times though. Shout out to the Ice Lounge. If it still exists. I don't even know if it
Probably
does.
not.
Can you look it up? Ice Lounge. I think it was called the Ice Lounge.
In San Antonio?
Yeah. Oh.
Wait,
There we
does
go.
it say permanent closed? It says permanently closed.
Oh, that's rough.
A bustling nightclub and lounge.
Yeah, it was lit up in there. Like the way the club was structured was so cool because I had like a middle like booth, like row of seats that were like, so if you were sitting on this side, you had no choice but to like interact with someone across from you.
Oh,
Like they had this whole like row that went from start to the finish. Like even if you were just sitting down chilling and someone else sat down, it's like that. It's that, but that goes throughout the whole club.
interesting.
So if you're sitting there just chilling, someone else has. Well, we was up there too. It was up. Shout out to the ice. God, I'm old.
These pictures are old.
That
You said what?
Pictures say October 2016.
Oh, I was there well before that. I was in there 2015, 2014. Going crazy. Oh, when I was there, they didn't have the hookahs.
not the pitcher drinks.
Yeah, that was lit. Right off I think it was right off of UTSA
Said
Boulevard.
410.
And that was a great night. No, I hate when people leave reviews.
8 shots fired last night. Please respond.
Oh, I didn't say it was like a nice area. I didn't say you were safe. I just said the club was cool.
Hey, you can tell me that. Look. I understand.
Limited section of somewhat small drinks that are pricey. That's when you pregame, man.
Oh yeah, we was already out. But again, I couldn't even turn up like I wanted to because I was taking care of people. Make sure they made it home safe. But it went from, man, I'm never gonna be in a setting like that ever again. I gotta appreciate that look. I'm never going to a club again. Unless
It
it's the
don't hit
middle
the
of the day.
same no more though. Yeah, I have to do day shit.
I think it'll be like on a Monday.
It don't hit the same no more. Just doing shit like that. That looks nice though.
Yeah, it was lit back in the day. Rest in peace to the Ice Lounge, man.
I went down 6th Street in the daytime, and I was like, oh, I remember when this used to be here. Now it has a whole other name. This used to be here.
It's Crave. Was it called Crave? What was it called?
Ooh, we went through 3 names. Hold on. Crave, Vice. Vice was
Yes.
Vice was when I was outside. I was outside at Vice.
And then T6.
I don't know about that other one
I
you
don't
just
know
said.
about that one.
Yeah, I was outside a little bit longer.
See?
2016 was lit. If I go back to any summer, I say that every single time. it comes
2016 was a lit year.
up. I will go back to summer 16.
All
That's
2016.
It was a good time.
I'm never going back to 6 again.
I can't. I don't want to get shot, so I refuse to go. And
I
at
had
night.
mad encounters on 6 that should have it would probably have ended up me being shot.
Shit always happens. Like there's always a fight somewhere. There's like hella police on horses. People, when black people, when somebody run, you gotta run too. And so I can't be under that kind of pressure. Someone else has a reptile, a snake outside, so there's always a crowd around that.
Were y'all outside for Illusions?
There's hella homeless people.
Y'all weren't outside for Illusions?
You gotta look down to make sure you don't step in the horse poop.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst.
I'm like, this is too much. I'd rather just go to the Domain. My feet gonna be clean.
They be talking about spiking drinks and shit. Crazy.
See, I heard that was debunked.
I don't know how it can be. If you feel away.
I don't know. I got to the point I started carrying like the little mini bottles of alcohol. I started putting them in my bra and doing it that way. Can you give me a Coke? I'm gonna drink it like a little bit down.
Just the Coke.
Pour my mini in there. Call it a day.
You type in Illusions. You guys weren't outside for Illusions?
I don't remember that.
It was the only nightclub in Pflugerville. It used to be in that same plaza that Tony's
They used to be on the radio a lot.
and what's it called? 11 Degrees Daiquiris.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, it's in that. It used to be in that plaza. I think it's a doctor's office now. See, that's how rare it was. Ain't nothing.
Ain't no shit up on there.
But the crazy thing is, they used to have photos that they would post on like social media, and definitely I got caught up just being in the photo.
There's one right there. Hella ratchet.
I'd be on just if you Google it, it my face just comes up. I would hate that.
Yeah, like literally, like they used to have a page, like they would literally have a guy and they're just taking mad photos.
Like at handovers.
MySpace.com.
Yeah.
There's the tag right there.
Yeah.
MySpace.
But the thing is, like, they had teen night and then they had like over teen night. But then the niggas didn't know the distinction, so they would also be
They
there
were
at
at
teen
both.
night.
Zero. Yes.
Illusions was lit until they started shooting.
I love me some Zero.
Man, that's wild. Shout out to Illusions, man. I got caught up. People got caught up just from photos. That's strictly photos, man. Like, oh, you not going out tonight? Nah, I'm not. Why is your big ass forehead right
My
here?
sister, baby daddy, cousin saw you at the club last night.
I even saw you. Here's the photo.
That was that relationship story I remember.
Huh?
That was the relationship story.
Oh yeah, I was in California and still found out. I'm just like, whoa! You said you was hanging it up for tonight,
Right.
You
You said you were
with
going to
me-
sleep.
You got off the phone with me at 10:00.
I was bored. I couldn't sleep, so I went out.
This is a Kodak camera. This is a timestamp.
They're using hair around like digital cameras.
Yes,
Like that shit was always on you.
that's wild, man. No, it's just on your phone.
Yep. Everything. We come a long way.
I was about to say we've come a
We come
long
a
fucking
long way.
They still sell disposable cameras on like Amazon and shit.
But they're expensive as hell.
They are.
I'm like,
Like, what do you mean expensive
like they used to be like $3 for disposable
for a
camera.
Kodak camera?
Yeah. Now them hoes $13. Like, bitch, don't act like you didn't know where you came from.
Them shits they filmed Tubi MIDI videos on was. I think Kavisha had said something about making a. Was it Tubi? Is it called? Was it called?
Oh, Tubi in their
Yeah,
movies. I'm
yeah.
like, bruh.
She had said, "Let's make a Tubi movie." I was like, "All we need is 4 Kodak cameras and, and some
And
speakers."
some FX graphics. I'm like, bruh. Ain't no way you said this shit was good.
That move.
He got shot, but the shot is like digital.
That meme say, "Oh God, what else should say?" The movies be so bad. I think I saw myself in the movie. Like, I think I was in the movie, just going to the store.
Tubi. But I heard they're good.
I have not seen a good movie on there, and I've seen 2.
The acting is bad.
What's that Marcus Houston movie?
Ooh, I forgot. That's the one with Erica Bennett in it. Have you seen that?
I
What's
think
it
I
called?
did.
I have to look it up.
Oh, it was so bad. He always have made bad movies, so his stuff belongs on there.
He did marry like a teenager, so there's that. He ain't been the same since his sister. I'm sorry.
The Stepmother.
Yeah, they had some like heavy hitters in the movie too, right?
Who put Erica Bennett in the movie?
I don't know who she is. Who's
Ooh,
that?
it only got 3.1? No, 2 stars.
3.1 out of 10. There was okay, so Brittany had me watch one, right? I didn't want to, but I was stuck on the couch anyway. Secret Society. It was the preview we had saw that day. Oh, I gotta pull it up.
The one? No, I'm just kidding. That wasn't on Tubi. That was on Paramount.
Who's in it? What's her name? Black China. Black China's in it.
Who put her in the
Oh,
movie?
it's just-
Tubi.
I was like,
Let's go be Tubi stars.
Bobby Lights was in it. Who's that?
Oh, you saw? You did show me the trailer.
It was on accident. He just kind of played.
Oh, I did see that. I think on
watched this
Prime.
one. I didn't watch the first one, but I sat and watched the second one with Brittany.
Was it good?
For low budget, yeah. Like,
How do we
It
know?
gave what it
How do
was
we know
give.
these are low budget movies? It looks like this, but there's no way in hell these are low budget movies.
This is clearly Photoshop.
Photoshop
Like, he was
costs
gonna
now.
add, like,
it was a good storyline though, cause like this girl, like you watched the first one, right? This, I think the tall one. This girl, she was actually born a boy, right? And
Oh.
like it's a whole different dynamic. You weren't ready for it, right?
I
So
ain't
the
like-
girlfriend that never existed?
So there was like, I think she found her best friend was like, fuck what everybody else got to say. If that's you, and all that shit. So then when they grew up, apparently they like started running game on niggas, like rich people, right? And then towards the end of that movie, they ended up getting caught up. Her best friend ended up dying.
Oh.
So then on the second one, she's kind of like trying to move past that and
Rebuild
then-
her shit.
Yeah, meets a new friend, tells her the same shit, and then they started running game, grow up, blow up, all that shit, name for themselves. It's really interesting. I was like, okay.
Is those the movies? I saw a clip once. It was like some dude who like found out girl was a guy.
Yes.
Is that clip?
Yes.
Where he was like, you would tell me, right? Hell no. I'm calling the police. Not because what you did, because what I'm about to do. Because
I'm about to kill you.
I'm calling the police. Remove me from this situation. You owe me restitution.
The first movie, they just kind of played it out. Like, she didn't have sex with nobody. She was like, this is my time of month every time. So that never happened. The second movie, she ended up getting a change. Like,
The surgery.
And
Niggas know schedules.
They really do.
So that don't work.
Well, if it's a different guy, then you can pull it off.
If it's the same guy, what you mean? You just had this shit 27 days ago.
See, what had happened was the way my body set up, that shit just don't turn off.
Yikes.
And then it kind of went through the dynamic of like having sex after you have the change. Like, that was different too. Because you don't think about that shit.
I be wanting to know.
I do. I'm like, how do you like?
Does it feel different?
What's the moisture factor?
I mean,
I don't get it.
it's science behind it, but that's a good question.
Not science.
Right? It was interesting. So, like, apparently after people have the change, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just the movie. I watched the movie, okay? So, if I'm not right, I'm not right. But in the movie, she had to, like, masturbate, like,
Oh,
a
okay.
certain amount of time, like a week,
Same.
to keep the size.
To
of
keep
the
her shit
hole.
dilated.
Like, yeah, to
Same.
keep the size of the hole, right? And so there was one time she did it, and then she tried to have sex with somebody.
Sandpaper?
It hurt, apparently.
A sandpaper.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think she had to do it for a year. Like, you have to masturbate for a year.
Yeah, they give you like
That's how it
dilators.
To upkeep it.
Yeah, they give you dilators.
Yeah.
To stretch it, to keep it, like you said, upkeep, maintenance.
Yeah. I was like, damn, I would never thought about that. Like, before this movie, that ain't never crossed my head. And I'm like, wow, whoa.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Hey, I'm not watching that show.
P Valley is good as hell.
I mean, I liked the first season. I watched the first season. It was lit.
He can't bring himself to watch the second one because of what people said.
I'm cool on it. Like I was really cool on it the first time, but like it was a cool little story. I like
It
stories.
transitioned a little bit from the story to more of like the sex, and it wasn't
That's
the
what I'm
sex
not-
people wanted.
Oh, here it goes again with the camera. All right, I'm tired of this shit happening. I'm so
See my phone, you know that probably wouldn't happen if you had an iPhone.
Correct. It wouldn't happen at all. Like, the whole episode wouldn't happen if I had an iPhone.
Boom. The lies you
Y'all
tell.
can't record. I think that's. Are we done talking about society? I mean, secret society too.
Indeed.
Okay, cool. I still do want to know about the moisture factor though. That's
Yeah, that's interesting.
not because I want to do it. I just want to know. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably like an OnlyFans, but I don't want to pay for that shit. So can somebody watch it and then let me know?
I feel like you can see that shit on Pornhub. To be honest with you, Pornhub be fucking me up. It's just like the movies we were talking about.
Pornhub
Like
is dramatic.
Pornhub be crazy. Like, yo, I put in ebony. Why are all these white folks showing up?
Yeah, I hate
that
that
shit. Shit makes me depressed.
This ain't what I asked for.
Facts.
I asked for dark meat.
You got light. You got white meat. Yikes.
Speaking of food,
No, we're not doing. No. We can't do that kind of transition because that's gonna be me talking about food I ate.
look,
It was perfect though.
it was.
No,
I stood it up.
I'm not talking about. We're not transitioning from dicks to bloody fried chicken.
But since you brought it up,
You did.
No, I didn't. Stop doing what?
huh?
I was gonna say something before that though. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was just tired of. Wait, what? I'm annoyed of my phone at the moment. Okay, we have to stop the stigma that iPhones are better than Androids. Because why?
Who's gonna do it? Because we're Team iPhone. We're not.
Why?
We're better.
Why? Do you ever notice that only people with iPhones talk about them having iPhones? I don't ever go around the world and be like, I have this Android. It's just the best.
We're in a society. That's why. It's not secret, but we're in a society.
No, it's not secret at all. You guys
If you're
just talk
iPhone,
about
you
it.
understand the joy. It just,
The problems?
It just
Gotcha.
feels better. I never had no problem. Well, my phone's old, so I have a problem now. But
What series you got? iPhone 2?
I have an iPhone 11. Which one's out now? 13.
Robin, what you got? 2, 3? You got 3?
I still have my 3.
Whoa.
Yep.
I think
My 4. I found my 4 the other day.
I have a Note 3. Notes are the Note Android phones versus just the regular line is different. Shout out to the Notes though.
Yeah, I do got this little cool flip phone that I do kind of think is cool that flips, but that's not about it. I might just flip it too much, and I heard that part of the flip gets kind of wonky.
What was that phone we saw at Best Buy? It's an Android, right? It's not the Jitterbug phone, but the Android phone that has like the flip, but the screen flips too.
The Motorola?
No,
Motorola has
no.
one that does that too.
I don't know what it's called, but like there's an actual like a flip phone, but it's an Android phone, but the screen folds too. But it's touchscreen as well.
Yeah, that's probably the one I'm talking about.
No, it's brand new. I think it's just I don't know.
I forgot what it's called, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Galaxy Z Fold.
yeah. But this is their second like model or something because they've.
I wouldn't fuck with that. Only reason I would want a flip phone again is to like close it up.
Hang it up, but see, somebody tried that on the new flip phones, and they still are. They switch the speaker. Like, no, I want my old Motorola Razr back.
Oh, I
So
would
can
love
just
to do that. Just
clap on your ass. Clap. Did she just hang up on me? Yep.
imagine ranting after you close the phone. Hello, man. Fuck this, man. Hello, shit. Hello.
Those are the days. I stay hanging up on people.
What was your first cell phone?
I had this one phone. I think it was Nokia, but it had no camera, so it was kind of stupid.
My first phone that didn't work, take it granted, was a Nokia. It had, at the time, they had covers, and it had a blue lightning cover.
But I wanted that Nokia brick phone so bad, though.
It was indestructible.
I wanted that phone so bad.
Boy, that battery life lasted for like 7 days.
Forever.
You charge that shit once, 4 times a month,
Look,
and
no.
you was good to go.
What phone I really did want was the Sidekick.
Oh, I had one of those too. I had a BlackBerry. I had a Sidekick.
I had a BlackBerry.
I didn't have one.
Sidekicks was kind of lit because like you can like
Only
still
for
kind of
T-Mobile.
type and then like flip it and still have the screen. Like you was good to go.
Yes.
I had the case holder too for the hip.
Yeah, the
Tall-
holster.
Yep, tall tees with the tall tee hanging
Tucked
over
in.
it. Yep. Those some sick times, man.
It took me a while to learn T9 when I was a kid.
Oh, your boy was T9 genius. Your boy was in algebra. Just, yeah.
Teaching my mom how to do it was frustrating. How do we get to this letter? And I'm like, bruh.
Tap twice, type 3. Like,
But once
we
I got
were
the hang
so
of
smart.
it, and then we can do it without looking at our phones. We just
Out. Yep, be in class texting like a motherfucker and no misspelled words,
none.
commas, periods, everything.
Nowadays,
Yeah, just correct that shit, man. I don't care.
yeah. How do you spell was?
I don't care. Figure it out.
I hate when people type in all text, all caps.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like,
remember
what setting do you have that does
remember
that?
text signatures?
Yes. So and so loves so and so.
I know Robbins was Miss Rockin' Robin for sure.
Oh, shit. You know what I can't stand? And people still do it to this day. There's no punctuation in this whole little fucking paragraph you gave me. Like, I can't stand someone that doesn't send punctuation marks.
That at least a period.
Something. Like, there's
You got
no...
this run-on sentence. I'm like, what? What's happening?
Oh, it drives me nuts. I'm like, okay.
You texting like you talk. I don't like it.
I hate texting in general.
I love texting.
I'm not a texter. I'm like the opposite. I love talking to people. Like
I
if you
do
have
in
something
person.
to say, I think the little plug thing came out a little bit.
I do in person, but if we're just gonna,
I hate small talk. I don't want to talk to you in person if it's just small talk.
But sometimes I'm
hate
busy. Like I'm at
small
work
talk.
and I can't call you, so I'm like, bro, just text me. But I'm at home. I work from home now, so yeah, you can do that all day.
No, absolutely call me. I'd rather you just call me.
But if it's serious, Call me.
I don't think I had a signature.
I did.
Miss Rockin' Robin.
One deep.
Oh my gosh, the names on Facebook. Like,
Yes.
Oh, I hate when
People still do that. I'm like, first of all, how
People
old
be
are
on
we?
Facebook crazy like, yo, you're 40. Miss Doe Booty like what? What? Why is your name Miss Doe Booty?
Rachel ain't never scared Robins. Like what?
What? I cannot.
One deep Kayla. Like, and then have the nerve to brag. Don't none of y'all know my real name. I know.
We know. That's a flex.
Yeah, that's a flex to people. People want to feel so.
Important tense.
What's the word? It's a big ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, is that the word?
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
If it's
right, you know.
if
whatever.
it's right, make it work. But yeah, people still do that. I'm like, first of all, can we delete the middle name?
Giving themselves nicknames no one ever gave them. That's wild to me. Like, no one even ever called you that. Now they're gonna call you that because that's your
Danny Little Doobie Williams. Like what? We don't ever call you that.
Like, why?
Yeah,
Why?
we never called you that. Where'd you get that from?
What did Drake say? I would never give my name. I would never give myself a name and then go back on it. Like, I would never call myself something no one ever called me before.
That. Call me Samantha. Like what? No,
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't want to.
Flip phone.
But it's wild when you know somebody only by their nickname, and then when you hear their real name, you're like, whoa,
I get it.
you don't look like a Catherine. You don't look like an Ashley.
I was hoping you were going to say the name of somebody that I want to talk about right now when it comes to food, but you didn't. Because if you did, I was going to say their name. I want to say their name. I know their full name.
Say it. You're international now. Why not just say it?
Because this particular person listens.
Hey, girl.
So, in regards to food,
That was a horrible transition. Mine was better.
no, it wasn't because it wouldn't be good for me on my end. It wouldn't have been good on my end because you would have been like, speaking of meats, Calvin, what'd you eat? Was bloody? Yeah. I ate some bloody meat. Oh, speaking of transitioning.
It still was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was perfect.
For you, yeah. Segway would have been fire. For me, it would have been nuts. Literally. We just talked about nuts
We did.
and transitioning. I'm not transitioning
Speaking
to
of nuts,
bloody.
what about this girl you talking about? That fish and blood chicken.
She didn't have nuts. But literally, the first time in my mind I said I need to learn how to cook was that moment. I remember this like it was yesterday.
That was the moment you knew she fucked up.
You know when you're playing house at 21 years old and you're like, oh, let's cook dinner.
Let's be cute and stupid.
Yeah, let's cook dinner. Right? So
Yeah, I was done once too.
super dumb. So she got her mom's cookbook, right? And I always say this about mom's cookbooks. They're not always the best cookbooks. Like, that's just facts.
Sometimes that should be unhealthy. What do you mean 7 tubs of lard? The fuck?
First of all, you gotta fry it in trans fats and lard.
Crisco? What the fuck is a Crisco?
It's fat. Ugh.
I mean, something in Crisco since I was like 7.
So you think.
I mean, currently I probably do, but oh well.
But literally, fried chicken. First piece was actually fire. She did the whole mustard technique. You know how people put mustard on it,
yeah.
fry it like that. I was like, oh, that's new. I've never seen that before.
Chef's kiss.
Cool. Perfect. First piece was cool. I was like, all right, go for piece 2. Piece 2 was bloody as fuck. I put the food down. But the way I put it down was the end of the relationship. Like,
Wait, you didn't talk to her after this?
no, we talked. It just was never the same, you know?
Wow.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Broken up by bloody chicken.
Like, did she see you put it down?
We were sitting at a table with no cable or TV or nothing.
so she saw your ass.
Everything.
She saw you.
Did she see your face? Like,
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
she knows about this moment then.
I've told her to her face.
Oh, okay. But
Multiple
the moment it
times.
happened, you were kind of like, bruh, she almost tried to kill your
Not
boy.
even kill. I've never had bloody chicken before. Like, I've never had chicken that was
Wait.
bloody.
bloody or pink? When
No,
you
blood,
cut?
like blood. Like blood. Like I took a bite. Outside was good. That was cool.
Where'd she eat that chicken from where it's bloody? So she, like, did she just...
She didn't know how to cook the chicken. And what people don't do a lot of times when frying chicken is they fry the oil or they have the oil way too hot. That's just a fact.
I am guilty of this.
They think that hot oil, super hot oil is going to cook the food. No, you need to do slow and steady. 375 for 12 to 15 minutes.
This is why I put my shit in the oven.
But yeah, took a bite, bloody chicken, cool. End of the night. For me at least. But
I mean, you can't eat after that. I don't touch nothing else on this plate.
yeah, sides. You know the sides with like the instant rice, instant mashed potatoes,
Instant everything.
Yeah, everything with instant but the chicken.
Was it Kraft macaroni and cheese too?
Not even a macaroni guy. Don't think I would even eat it. But literally, I was like, I can't live like this.
That was the moment he knew. This ain't the girl I'm supposed to marry.
Not even that. I was like, I can't live like this. Like I was used to back in the day when you're like 20, 21 years old. I was actually 20 at the time. Frozen food was like your best friend. Like
That was the shit
My
back in the
grocery
day.
list was literally frozen chicken
food.
nuggets, frozen
French fries,
whatever, Yep.
burritos.
Everything frozen.
Everything was frozen. Lasagna was frozen.
Everything. Cooking from scratch was not even an
My
option.
taste buds was trash. They probably still are.
I was gonna be rude.
You like fancy shit.
I don't think food is fancy. I
You
think
eat octopus.
that's not a fancy food.
Bullshit.
I don't think octopus is a fancy food.
Do they have an HB? Yes, you do.
They do.
They do.
They do.
Funny. Somebody talked about that.
About what? Octopuses?
Somebody asked me, because I did like the anonymous shit on Snapchat where they could ask me questions anonymously. And somebody asked me the weirdest food I've eaten. And I told them about the octopus. And I posted the video afterwards. People hit me up like crazy. Like, what the heck?
It's not a weird food.
What's the texture like though? I'm worried about textures.
The one you had was fried. So it was like fried. It
Like
was
chicken?
Yeah, but it's just like tentacles everywhere.
it's like fried shrimp.
I barely like
Like I said
that.
on there, the taste was not bad. You get
Okay.
over the fact that it's an octopus in your mouth. Get over it. I swear. Like, you get over that, you're A-okay. I couldn't get over it.
Take them tentacles off and just give me the octopus and I'll probably be okay.
Just the head, right? Just the...
Calamari. That's what calamari is. Calamari is head. That's what calamari is. It's the head. The rings are like the head.
I never understood the difference. Like I was like calamari and then what's the other? Octopus?
Octopus, squid. They're
Yeah,
just
I was like, who are these people?
three cousins.
Who are these people? I
They're
eat
just-
crab legs and shrimp
They're just cousins.
and call it a day and salmon.
Snow crab, king crab, just cousins.
I don't like king crab. I'm
Love king
sorry.
crab.
I tried it several times. I'm like, it's a different texture than snow crab, and I'm like, I'm not paying an extra $20 a pound for this. So let me go and get them cheap shits and give
Taste
me two
buds.
of them. Give me two. I'm worried about textures, and king crab has a weird texture. It's bumpy, and it's a little tougher too.
Because it's bigger, more muscles.
It doesn't work great for the king crab.
Shout out to king crabs and snow crabs and all the other species of crabs that are out there.
I want to
Not-
try blue crab. I'm afraid it's gonna be different. It's obviously gonna be different, but
Put that shit in some gumbo, yo.
I never had.
We have blue
gumbo.
crab. You've had blue crab. When we were at the what's that place in Katy? The
this
hot
most-
pot place.
Oh, this most recent trip in Houston.
No, not the most recent one.
Oh,
One before that. It was that hot pot place that we went to early. It was like Shabu Town or some shit. I didn't like it. Wasn't prepared. The broth wasn't good enough to cook it in there.
but I'm working on my taste buds. I'm just gotta get rid. I gotta get past the textures. That's all I need to do.
I couldn't get past the bloody chicken texture.
I mean, you can't get past that. I'm not
Some
gonna
people
lie,
get-
that was
some people get
probably-
past that.
I don't blame you for your reaction. I probably would. That's a flip the table moment. Like, what the fuck is this shit? That's like finding a piece of hair or a roach in your food.
Those are two extremes.
And bloody chicken is an extreme.
I think no, because hair and I
When
think
I
I think
see-
those are neglect. I think not knowing how to cook fried chicken is
It's an
skill.
honest mistake. Yeah,
It's a
I
skill.
get it. Because, I mean, like I said, your girl don't really know how to do that shit either. I'll put that shit in the air fryer.
How long do you
but-
put it in the air fryer? I tried fried something. What did I
Hit them
fry?
preset buttons.
What did I put in the air fryer? Was it the stuffed avocados? Was that it? Yeah, I don't like air fryer meals.
use the preset buttons.
They don't taste the same. I need the grease.
I don't know. I don't really fuck with grease. I don't know. I hate feeling greasy. I feel like my walls are covered with grease.
Yeah.
And I can't get past it.
Yeah.
But
that's what sparked Chef Cal, honestly.
Hey.
That bloody chicken, man.
So say thank you. Because she started you.
I wouldn't say thank you, because the funniest thing in the universe is after that, like, I made some friends some hamburgers, and not even fries that are cut like fries, like just circle.
You just kind of did the lazy way.
And I put them shits in some fry. I mean, I fried them shits. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I put some paprika and some salt in them shits. And my friends were like, this is good as fuck. I'm like, word? And that was back then when the Hawaiian rolls first came out with like the buns. Oh, your boy was fire.
He thought he was doing something.
Thought I was doing something.
Plates by Chef Cal, $15 a pop.
I wasn't Chef Cal then. I didn't get that name till 2014.
Wait, did you give yourself that name?
Nope. I did not. I don't even like being... People call me Cal. I don't like that. But a particular person did call me Chef Cal, and that's where that name came up.
Okay, Calvin.
But the food's coming back. I'm doing something here in the near future. I'm coming back. It's been over 2 years in regard to selling food and doing things like that.
We're not in COVID. I mean, we still have COVID going around, but we're not in restriction. You know, why not?
I'm coming back with something fire. I'm working on something. Trust me. Like, it's when it comes back, it's coming back. Like, I'm gonna probably do some kind of like like
test
soft
party or whatever.
I'm gonna do some kind of like soft opening, but I'm coming back.
He said your boy's coming back.
What I'm gonna do that, and I want to do it so bad. You know how Michael Jordan left the Bulls and then played baseball, and then he faxed the team. I'm back. I'm doing that, yeah.
Bruh.
I'm corny as fuck. But I'll be corny. But I'll be back.
Okay.
It's gonna be something that a lot of people are gonna be very interested in, and I'm very confident I'm gonna make a lot of money doing it too.
I feel you on that. I wish you all the success.
Appreciate that. So we talked about a lot. Was there anything you wanted to talk about before we got out of here?
Brittany's coming home, y'all.
Who?
Brittany.
Oh, I was like, who? Like, that's official?
I don't know. They're doing a trade-off now, from what I last heard. But
we've been talking about this trade for a long time. Either the team's gonna pull the trigger or they not.
Look,
the
she
season's
missed the
about
whole
to start.
season, so she gonna be back or what? So yeah, nope. I had nothing else. Stay safe.
Let's see is something new come up. No, I know Dennis Rodman was talking about. I'm gonna go get her. All right, man.
Nigga, what?
No, he didn't. They talked to him. Like, chill out.
You know, he look cray.
He's supposed to be cool with like the Russian guy.
He cool with Russians. He cool with Koreans too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't his best friend like the?
I don't know. We don't talk about Korea. No, we don't talk about Korea here. Korea to shut this whole place down.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing new. Just she's still in prison, or Russian prison. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Again, for like the 4th episode in a row. Let's get her home.
Bring it up every single time.
But yeah, that's it. This is episode 60. I think that I never expected there to be 60 episodes, and the fact that we are here at 60, it's good. It's a good thing, and I really appreciate the people who do listen to the podcast and like reach out to me. I be late sometimes uploading, guys. It's not fun.
But you're one person, so you know we all human.
I try to get it out every Tuesday. This past episode was Wednesday. Every other Thursday.
It's gonna be inconsistent.
And it's cool to hear people listen to the pod as well. Like, I know people don't even know half the shit we're talking about and still want to listen. But then I understand, like, because I listen to a lot of podcasts that are based out of New York, and I have no idea what they're fucking talking about.
But you feel like you can kind of relate, though, in a way, right?
Maybe. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys for listening. I don't know if everyone who listens actually, like, understands English. I don't know. But yeah, this is episode 60 of the Can We Talk podcast featuring Marie.
I'm back, bitches.
Thank you guys for listening. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.